Hi, my name is Julie Gaffney with Keller Williams Prosperity in Wayne, and I am going to talk to you today about the market update. And I'm going to be talking kind of national numbers. We're seeing the same things happening locally in northern New Jersey, but it's just such an interesting market and what's happening, and people who've been in this industry for 20, 30 years have they've never seen anything like it. So yeah, we've had markets that are up and down and up and down, but this is just a unique market because we have low inventory, we have high interest rates, and um, it's a seller's market. So it's very interesting. But I do want to just talk to you about some numbers and just throw some stats at you. And if you have any questions about what I'm talking to you about today, please reach out and let me know. I love to geek out on these numbers. I love to follow obviously what's going on, and it really is just such an interesting market. So, you know, what we're seeing nationally is still a low inventory, and I've spoken about this before in videos. The absorption rate, the month of supply, nationally, we're at 3.4 months of supply. And that's an average market is 6 months. So we're definitely at a low inventory rate. The median sales price for 2023 so far, as of September of this year, the median sales price nationally is $394,300, which has gone up um, consecutively in the last 3 months, and year over year, it's higher than it was last year. So we're definitely seeing prices of homes go up still, and that's because the inventory is low. It's basic economics. Low inventory, high demand. So with that, the prices they do go up. They are predicting the industry leaders are predicting that we could see in 2024 prices go up another 2 to 3%. So that's it keeps on trending upwards. Are we going to see a decline in sales? They've softened the home sales in 2023 only because of the inventory, and there's just not enough to sell. But we will see a change in that if the interest rates go down. Um, so why are sellers not moving? Um, well, because of the interest rates. A lot of them, the sellers have refinanced during the pandemic. I hope you refinanced. And they're sitting at low interest rates. So they're like, why would I go anywhere? Because then they would buy something at a higher interest rate. So, I want you sellers to think about this though. So if you have another property somewhere that you could move to, and you could sell. Right now it's at the height. Is it going to go upwards? They say that it is. But when the interest rates come down, I'm getting ahead of myself. So if you do have some place to go and you really want to just make that move, I would say list your house now. You have less competition, obviously, because the inventory is so low. But the buyers that still want to buy, that need to buy, that have life changes, they're still in the market. So you're going to get your house sold. So, think about that, and think about, what do you think is going to happen when the interest rates come down? I mean, everybody's going to rejoice and be happy, but think about what that's going to do for the buyers and the sellers. For the buyers, we know what's going to happen. There's just going to be more buyers entering the market. It's going to make for a much more competitive market. And but what's going to happen on the sell side, hopefully, is the sellers who are sitting at the 3% interest rates are going to finally make the move, because then they can get into something if they don't own another property at low interest rates. If you outright own your home and you don't have like a mortgage on your house, that might be another great reason to buy. You have so much equity in your home that you're going to be able to buy something without having to get a mortgage or those interest rates. So when those interest rates do come down, which we don't know when they will, some people are predicting that they're going to start trending downwards. Some say that we're going to see double digit interest rates. I don't have a crystal ball. All I know is that when there's a shift in the market, we feel it immediately as realtors. So what I'm seeing right now, like hyper locally within our market, for the last couple of weeks, listings, the days on market has increased a bit, because the buyers got a little, they got nervous when they saw that 8 point whatever. The same thing happened last year in the fall, maybe a little bit earlier in the fall, when we saw 6% interest rates. The buyers took a pause, and then they jumped back in, because life happens. Uh, people, I call it the 5 Ds, diamonds. People get married, divorce, people are divorcing. They have to sell, they have to move somewhere else. Diapers, people are having babies, downsizing or diplomas. Um, People are moving and they want to downsize because their kids graduated college. They're starting their own lives somewhere and they want to be close to their kids. And then the last one is, people die, and when there's a death in a family, and there could potentially be a house that needs to be sold. So the 5 Ds always happen. That's life. It never stops. So, but the buyers with diamonds and diapers, they're getting married, they're having babies, they need bigger rooms. These people are still looking. So they're still in the market. So there's a lot going on. It's a very interesting market, like I said. Um, the current housing market totally favors the sellers for now. Sorry, my phone keeps on going off. And the housing recession, people are talking about housing recession and bubble bursting and this and that. The experts do not predict that there's going to be a housing market crash or a recession in 2024. People talk about bubble bursting, and my analogy to that is, I know it's very simple and basic, but you need something to make something burst. We don't have something to make something burst. There's not enough inventory to burst any bubble. So, sellers, I want you to think about this. If you list your home now, you have less competition, and the buyers that are out there are still very, very serious. They know that they could refinance in a couple of years if they get a higher interest rate. And a lot depends on credit scores and just a whole lot of other factors that go into their affordability and what they can afford and what they can and they can't do in this market. So sellers, you have no competition. Buyers, stay strong. We had a closing last week. We have a closing tomorrow. We have a closing at the end of the week. We're still getting our buyers into homes. Is it taking more work? Yes, it is taking more work. But, myself and my team, we're in it for the long haul. We want to really help. We know the difficulty of this market, and we're here to help all of our buyers and our sellers. So give us a call. We'd love to chat, and I can talk numbers with you. If you want to know what your market stats are in your town, let me know. I'd love to help you out with that. Have a great day. Thanks for listening. Bye now.